Welcome to the Big Head Light Skin Comedian Podcast. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Got a great show for everybody uh, on this April the 9th, 2022. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you keep subscribing to my podcast, Big Head Light Skin Comedian Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe. Got a great show tonight. But I got to go over a couple of things. Hope you're having a great Saturday on April the 9th here, like I said. And I got to go over a couple of sponsors here. Give it up for Smile Center, 7405 New LaGrange Road, one of my sponsors. They always keep my teeth right. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to talk to y'all. Also, to give it for 8101 Preston Highway, All Good Computers, who keeps me tight to my technical stuff I'm need to work on anyway with my computer. But like I said, I wanted to go over there with my sponsors. Also, I wanted to go over the fact that, too, put out there first and foremost, it is Sexual Awareness Month, and make sure we're doing all the right things being a Sexual Awareness Month. Make sure we're respecting our queens and make sure we're respecting each other sexually. Also, too, I want to put out there June 4th is my next comedy show, Big Head Light Skin Comedy Showcase and Friends. Big Head Light Skin Comedian Showcase and Friends at 21st Amendment, right here in Louisville, Kentucky, 1481 South Shelby Street. Make sure you come. Be looking for that flyer soon. And I just wanted to go into all that here too. Let me check up on my guest here too. He's supposed to be coming in a minute here now too. Here we come in now. He's coming in now. But also, I think that's about it. Just make sure all y'all having a great day out there and everything. So let me bring my guest in today. My good friend. We done did a lot of shows together, traveling, just friends from work, everything. So just basically good friends. So, but let me give it up for my good friend, the one and only Kenny Never Been Skinny. What's going on, Kenny?
What's up? What up, big bro?
What's up, man?
What's going down, big bro?
Man, nothing much, man. Glad you can join me on this beautiful Saturday, April the 9th here up in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes,
I was just telling the people about, being Sexual Awareness Month and some other things I want to go over too, but I get into as we go along on this show here. I'm glad you can join us though, but go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself first and foremost. You know how I do.
You already know it's your boy, Big Kenny, Never Been Skinny, and this for a reason because I've never been skinny. I got a podcast with the wife, be the same. We got married that's going on, we got skits going on, and in June we about to kill it. You heard me? That's all it is. That's all I got.
That's all you got. We're good. That's still good, though. All good, man. So, let me go into what I wanted to talk about here. Hold on here. Some things. Hold on here. Go live. Okay, go live. Yeah. So, but I just know that. Let me get to my questions here. Okay, I wanted to get to some of these questions here because I'm having some problems here, though. Let me see. Yeah, they can't click here to read. All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to get that checked out. But anyway, we on. That's all that matters. We on. So let me check out these questions here. Here's why I want to go into this question here. Right here, this one right here. Well, I guess let's just jump right into. I want to jump into this point. Let me jump into this one because us being comedians, I want to get your opinion on this, man. Let me see if I can
talk to me. Talk to me.
He really says, T.I. get mad at comedian because she talked about his rape case. This is deep, and I guess we can't talk too much about it because T.I. might send his goons after us. But
get his goons.
Let me just say this before I even get you into this. Let me just say this: when you're a comedian and you put yourself on stage out there, and you out there, you have to have tough skin what might come back, and especially if you're a celebrity deciding to do stand up, because if you got a lot of stuff out there, you got to expect a backlash, especially if you've been messing with a comedian before she get on stage. And I think that's what happened. That's why I heard he was messing with this comedian and said something about a wig. And then when she got up there, she talked about his rape case, and he got mad and he got really motivated. He got really motivated to take the mic and all that from her. So just give your opinion on that.
Listen, check this out. So I got to see the clip. Right. I got to see the clip because of Miss Asia. We are mutual friends with her, and I couldn't believe it because T.I. is an entertainer. He
Right,
says
exactly.
some of the most crazy things when it comes to he says some of the craziest things coming from a rapper. And then when this young lady brought up his case,
Right,
which he let it be known that you know wasn't nothing coming to him or whatever. But
right.
I just feel like if you're an entertainer, you should understand what is going on when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And
You're right.
it's crazy that he did what he did. And
Hmm.
I'm at the point where I'm like, is it safe for a comedian?
Right.
You
Yep, that's
know,
true.
being a comedian, I'm like, is it safe for us to go on stage and let our truth be told? Because
Right,
that's what a comedian does. We take the truth and we bend it just a little bit,
right. Sure
and you know
do.
what I'm saying, just to make it a little bit funny. And it was crazy that I seen that. I wasn't expecting him to do that, especially to a woman. For
Right.
some odd
Yep.
reason, these new people is attacking old people and women and
Yeah.
children. It's crazy, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just that my thing is this, if you're gonna be up on stage, you gotta have tough skin. I tell people I got tough light skin. And my thing is if you get to talking crazy to me, I'm good. As long as you don't come up on that stage, because I ain't gonna take it like Chris Rock did. But other than that, uh
boy,
I can take it. I got tough skin, especially if I talk about another comedian and they come up behind me, I got to expect the repercussions. Okay. That's just part of it. So, and if you don't, you should never say nothing to the comedian. That's all I'm saying. So, and with
that part.
celebrities trying to cross over to being a stand-up comedian, that's all fine and dandy, but it's not as easy as what you think. And then sometimes they're taking other people's slots who's been working hard to be a comedian and trying to get in certain spots. So it's just a different animal, man. Different animal. So, but with that said, they gotta learn how to respect the game because the game will eat you up if you don't. And you gotta have tough skin. So,
Yes,
but
indeed.
yeah, you got to. Let me see what's what I wanted to go into too here, man. I just jump right into the next one because I want to talk. I told you over the phone anyway about this one. I still want to. Now I ain't really said nothing about this. I ain't said nothing. Even when I go on stage, even when I go on stage June 4th, I don't know if I'm even going to talk about it. Maybe brief and then get off of it because I feel like a lot of comedians are going to eat off of this. Okay, let's just call it what it is. They're going to eat off of this.
Talk, talk,
And,
talk.
yeah, for sure. They're going to eat off of it. But I will say this. I think I told you already how I feel about it. Um, yeah, he was wrong because he assaulted him whether it was staged or not staged. Assault is assault, and he's going through a lot right now. But I think the best thing, more than anything, that I'm getting from this, just me personally as a comedian, and for Will personally, is he's finally starting to see what his wife is really about.
Mm.
And yeah, I said it. And so
Talk your
now,
stuff. Talk your stuff.
right, and like we've always talked, things happen for a reason, So I think it happened for a reason for Will, and maybe even a little bit for Jada too. So maybe they can find peace with inner peace within themselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my because I can sit here and go all day long and talk this and that about it and make all type of jokes and everything, and I might even save some of them. But I just know that Will is at peace now. He's starting to get at peace now because of what happened. He's getting away from Jada, I think. So, but what do you think about it?
Listen, you already know how I feel about this. At first, I thought it was staged. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like that was a WWE walk that Will Smith took. He took.
Right.
If you ever seen Stone Cold Steve Austin was walk when he came into the ring, that's the way
Mhm.
Will Smith did. But when I analyzed the video, I'm like, even Chris Rock acknowledged like Will Smith smacked the stuff out of me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this might have
Right.
been the best thing to come with
Right.
to come on TV or whatever.
Right.
And to see the background of who Chris Rock was, as a comedian, you know what I'm saying? He got bullied when he was younger.
That's what they said. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So with that said, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I remember being young and Big Kenny was getting bullied, and he didn't
Right.
move. Everybody was like, why didn't he flinch? Because that was my
Right.
thing. I was like, why didn't he flinch? At least like put his hands up, like,
Right. Yeah.
what's
You would
going
have
on?
thought. Yeah. Yeah.
But
You would have thought.
when you're an adult, you don't think that the things that you went through as a kid will come to fruition as an adult.
Right.
And so now he's an adult. He shouldn't have to worry about nobody coming up to him, especially if it's a colleague. Me and
Right.
you, me and you been working with each other for 10 plus years, love.
Right.
And
Right.
and I can just imagine me and you talking and you walking up on me and you cock your hand back.
Right.
I'm not thinking that my big brother's gonna smack the shit out of me. I'm
Right.
not thinking it. But
Right.
if you do, I'm like, damn, I probably would have the same reaction that Chris Rock had. Like, what the fudge cake brownie? Why'd he smack me? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Whatever Will Smith is going through, Will Smith is going through. Whatever
That's
Jada
true.
Pickett is going through, she's going through. But
Yeah.
initially, when I seen the film, Will Smith was laughing.
Exactly. I seen that
He
too.
was
Yeah.
laughing at the joke. It was a G.I. Jane joke. He
Right.
laughed. Jada Pickett Smith, she's been having short hair for all
For
of her career that I know.
right.
Since I've been knowing who Jada Pickett Smith is, she has
Right.
short hair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't see the damage that Chris Rock did, I guess, in Will Smith's head, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
That was weird.
It was, man. And I just think that, like I said, I guess everything for a reason. For the man's mother to say he was out of character, just tell you right there that tells you the whole picture of it, because I'm sure his mother knew him better than anybody. So for her to say, she said he was definitely out of character. Yeah, for him to be laughing, and all of a sudden, then next few minutes you're smacking this man, and he's a comedian / actor, just like he's an actor, Will Smith. So I don't get that, and I know he wasn't cool. It was weird, but it's just that I just don't get it, man. I just don't get that. So, but hopefully, they both grow from it and move on. That's all you can hope for, because things gonna happen. So out here, so let me put this one up here for you. It's gonna probably mess you up here. The people need to know though, something people don't know about you. Something people don't know about you. That's gonna mess you up.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Some people don't know about you. I might even put my 2 cents in for what it's worth. So but people don't know about you.
Something that people don't know about me,
Right,
is that I go to therapy now. I do therapy.
okay.
There was a stigma when it came to a black man or any man going to therapy, and I was one of those guys. I didn't believe in therapy. I was like, that's stupid as hell. But to have somebody to actually listen to you, and they're not biased by any means, and they listen to you and they don't cut you off.
Right. Yep.
It was a breath of fresh air. So that's the one thing that I don't think that everybody know about me yet. But I
Right.
do go to therapy, y'all.
And that's
Listen, I never confronted little Kenny.
Right.
Little Kenny never told his feelings. Little Kenny was very shy. So I didn't remember all of these things until I got to a therapist. Because
Right.
that was one of the first things that my therapist brought up. So how was little Kenny doing? And I'm thinking he's talking about my son. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
oh, look, Kenny's he's good. And he was like, no, I'm talking about you.
Yeah, you.
I was like,
big kid.
oh,
Yeah.
I didn't understand it.
Kenny,
What?
Yeah.
Little Kenny is hurt. He's broken. He's
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a lot of things that I was going through that I didn't know that I was going through until I
Right.
went to a therapist. So I encourage anybody going through anything, especially mental, because physically men are strong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We are
Yep.
very strong when it comes to physical. But when it comes to mental, not so much.
No, not
So
so
I
much. We
encourage anybody. Yes, I encourage anybody out there, anybody that's watching this, or anybody that gets to watch this, I encourage you to go get a therapist if you don't know how to conquer what you're going through by yourself. That
Yeah,
part.
that's true. You're right, and you're right too. That's why I tell some people don't know about me, and that is a good one. There, it really is something people don't know about. I will say this: for what it's worth, I've talked to you a whole deeply about about spiritual stuff, spiritual growth, and something about me. I'm very deep with spiritual growth more than anything. But I ain't the most
Yes,
spiritual. I mean, far as going to church, I ain't that type of guy. But I'm a very spiritual growth person. I'm still a work in progress, but I'm definitely spiritual growth. Uh, when I look at people, I look at people. I don't look at their race, their sex, they walk, they talk, their money. I look at people as people, and that's something that we got to get back to as Americans, as people.
um,
People as
um,
people. We don't do that no more. I know the ass can be one thing. The ass look and see first, but that don't mean
yes,
this mean what you got to use first. You got other senses too, and then you got your brain. So, with that said, I look at people as people, and that's what we got to get back to. I don't judge people and stereotype people. If some guy comes up to me with a whole lot of tattoos, and I'm supposed to judge him, he might be the smartest man in the world, America. But
yes,
I'm not going to
indeed.
judge him because he got all them tattoos. So that's why I tell people I don't judge people. I try to look at people as people. And that's what we got to get back to. And that's just something about me and my spiritual growth. So, and even today, I helped a guy. I ain't gonna say what I done for him, but he was just out there, trying to get someone. But I helped a guy today. There's not to even tell you about it, but that's just who I am. Like I said, I look at people. So that's just me. So let me get on here to the next one. So, but yeah, I mean, because that's what we got to get back to as Americans too. So
Yes,
for
indeed.
anything,
Yes,
man,
yes.
we got to get back to that, man. Uh, what was I going to talk about? Here it is. Well, I said we kind of own it though, but I've talked about that too before. Let me see. I ain't trying to hide it. I'm trying to show it. Did I put it in there? I guess I did put it. Let me put this in there then because I didn't. I thought I did. Well, let me see if it go on the ticker. Let me put it on the show. Yeah, I put this on the ticker for show though. But I don't want it to show. I want it to be seen. Let me see. I'm gonna put it in here, type it real quick. It ain't nothing. It's just basically what we doing now. I just want to talk about uh really really every day social media's growth is off the chart. It's one of the fastest growing things social media is. I'm going to put it on here. Social media is one of the that's why we're doing it. Social media is social media's growth is off the chain here right now.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I want to talk about more than anything. I'm going to put on the bed of the banner because okay, let me put it on it now. Sure, but I want to talk about social media's growth. Here we are with social media. I mean, look at the Will Smith thing. Well, nobody even watching the Oscars, so that happened. Social media is booming.
Oh my God, I didn't
So
give a
yeah, you see
darn
what I'm
about the
saying? Yeah,
Oscars.
social media and social media's got so much growth. It's growing. It's like how can I wanted to put social media like I'm gonna put social media like it used to be back, and it's probably even before you was born, 70s when everybody was out talking to each other face to face. Social media is where they talk face to face now, and it's not like it should be. I know we talk face to face, but not like we used to. You know what I'm saying? And when people use
Yes,
social
sir.
media a lot, we use social media. It's just it's just part of our generation. It's almost like now. It's just like these masks came into play here since COVID. And I was gonna get into that too, talking about COVID in a minute, but the social media has grown so much, man, to where it's just took off to where everything's social media now. You got people believing everything on social media, so it just tells you how big
Yeah,
it is.
that's the new
So
news.
yeah, it is.
That
You got people
social
killing each other
media is
on
the
social
new
media.
news.
Yeah, just got I could type. You could type something right now on your page, and whether you believe it or not, or whether you just talking, somebody's gonna believe it and gonna come back and say something to you. They're gonna reply. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying? And that's where we're at. Instead of looking at it and saying, well, maybe he's going through something, or maybe you ain't gotta always comment. That's what give me. Everybody's always got to comment, and I always think somebody's going through something. So, but people believe anything people put on social media. A lot of people believe
um,
anything. I'm not one of them, but a lot of people believe anything that's on social media. I'm not one of them though. Nah. So that's just my pick on social media. But it helps out. It helps out, you know. We using it right now, social media. We using it with the Wi-Fi. We using it. So you got them kids too going over there, don't you? You got them kids too, don't you?
You already know it. These boys, they playing basketball, but
yeah. I hear you.
I'll try to run away from them. You hear me?
Right. Ain't no running away. You got social media. You on camera. You can't run from them. They know where you at. And shoot.
Man.
They know exactly where you at. They know exactly. What's this other one here? Yeah. I want to talk about this too, because we going in. I know
social media could be a gift and a curse, though, big bro.
Yeah, it can. It can.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if used right, it can be a gift.
If you use it right, it can be a gift. But as soon as somebody bring their opinion on it, it get used for the bull. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sure do. Yep, it does real quick. You're right. And that's why I said I love social media. It's a love-hate relationship with social media. It really is. Like right now we're doing this, and like I said, we with social media, and I'm more or less on YouTube a whole lot here because for some reason I'm having a problem with Facebook with this for some reason. But I'm still loving social media because it is what it is, and it does help you. And it's steadily growing every day, social media and different platforms and everything. So, but we have to utilize it for what it is. So, what was I going to? Oh, this one here. Yeah, I want to talk about it because right now we're going through something too with this. Where everything's going over Ukraine here. So I want to talk about the economy a little bit because seem like we got a gas shortage, a food shortage. We got just everything shortage. People, not getting jobs, just everything. But it was, let me say this. I still think COVID has a big effect on the economy. 2022. And that's the reason why I think we're still in the struggle with the economy. So not to be using COVID as the excuse, but it is a big part of it. I'm just being the reality of it. So what do you think about it as far as the economy? So
hey, listen, when I tell you in my 35 years, love, I've never seen mind you, I think it was Obama, the Obama era, gas, it went up too. You know what I'm saying? At the same rate that that the gas prices is now, but it wasn't this bad.
Right.
And so I filled my tank up. I was on E one time, and I spent $90 at the gas pump.
Yep, I spent that for my own. Yep, I already know.
It killed me out because I'm like, now you got to be very strategic in your movement. You can't just move around the city like you usually do.
No, you can't. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really want to be like, okay, if I got to go this way, okay, it's going to take this much gas.
Right.
I'm being very cautious on how I move because of this economy that we live in. So,
yeah,
it's scary, but we got to keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? So,
yep. And that's the thing about it with the economy, the way it is. We just got to keep marching, man. But it's a whole lot of stuff is just out there. And every day on the night news, they're talking about a shortage of this, shortage of fuel, shortage of food. I'm thinking, is there anything left? It's not a shortage. So everything's short, and I'm like, but I still think this is the thing with, like I said, from 2020 with COVID, we still having a big effects from that. So hopefully we can get back to some things that we used to do. And I really feel for farmers and stuff like that, because they were saying how the prices are raised up. So they have to jack their prices up. So that's the reason why food's high and the different things are high, certain products are high. And I'm thinking, oh my God. So, and it's not like everybody's using an excuse. I know it's what people are thinking, but I truly believe there's something in there. So there's something to that, what's going on with all these high prices, to use the right resources to make food for us, So
do you remember do you remember when we could only get like one or two of each item, and we was worried about toilet paper?
I remember that.
That messed me all the way up. I'm talking about, and I was one of those people when it came to toilet paper, we were down to like 2 rows, and I was panicking because bringing it back to social media made it feel like toilet paper was gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we gonna fight somebody for some damn toilet paper.
Yep. We was getting real shitty about toilet paper. Real shit. Literally. Like, I need that, man. I'm about to whoop your ass. I need it for my ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. It's just, oh my God, man. I just like, and if you think about it, from 2020 to now, we've been through a lot. And the mask thing's still around. I mean, I know people a little more open now, and I get that, but I think the mask gonna still be around for a while, because who's to say another pandemic don't come through here, hit hard? You know, we don't know. You know, anything can happen, then affect us all over again. So,
man, the shot is going to be like the flu shot eventually, where like every year you're gonna have to get this shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe that. I believe in the near future too, especially with the way the economy's going. I wouldn't be surprised if they ain't try to chip everybody, put a microchip in everybody down the road. I wouldn't be surprised.
In other countries, it's already happening.
Right, it's already happening. Right,
it's already happening.
Right, and that's why I said, you know, you don't have to be you don't have to be totally technology savvy, but you need to be some technology savvy, because otherwise you're gonna get passed right on by. Because you got to be somewhat technology savvy, even just for yourself, for doing things. Because you got now things you can go grocery shopping at home online, then go pick up at the grocery store. I mean, it's just things are just different. It's just different. It's going in direction, and you just have to stay with it, or it's going to pass you right on up. So, but
we should have put stock in like Lyft and Uber. We would have been millionaires right now.
Yeah, Lyft and Uber, yeah, for
DoorDash and all of that shit, boy. They killed the game.
Yeah, DoorDash, all of them, they making a nice piece of money off a lot of things they do. And all it took was an idea and somebody to believe in and put the money behind it. You know, get stepped out on faith and risk. That's what it's about more than anything. People, when they start these little companies like that, you know, and there's still a lot of things out there that ain't been touched. You know, they can be created or whatever. That's why I say originality is everything. So you can start anything, you know, originality is anything. You can start anything, be your own person. Even with an app, I've been thinking about, I'm going to put it out there since we're on the podcast, but I'm trying to come out with an app called the Big Air Light Skin Comedian app. I really am. So that's where I'm at. I'm just trying to stay with the technology savvy people. That's all. That's all I'm trying to do. So, but yeah, and you have to be creative, and when you're out there trying to do, you know, brand yourself and be somebody. So, and this economy, that's what it's about. So, this economy is just, oh man, but it is what it is. It's one that I've talked about this before with you. So, but I know you do good with accountability. Just accountability. Everything.
What made you bring up that word? Oh my God.
Accountability, just accountability on everything. Just a human being, just everything. Your marriage, everything. Your life, your kids, everything. Accountability. Everything's accountability.
Hey, listen. What I'm starting to understand with that word, right?
Right.
Because you know how I am. I'm like, my wife, my 3 boys. I'm like, why ain't y'all accountable for shit? And I'm accountable for everything.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to realize that being the man of the house,
that's the king.
We have to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? I hate that we have to. I'm like, but what about y'all? They don't give a damn. You hear me?
Nah, they sure don't.
So especially if we're the head of the house, we have to lead by example when it comes to accountability. But listen, people out there that's watching this, accountability, that's not just for the man. That's for the woman. That's for the child. That's for everybody else. Like,
family,
let's hold each other accountable. If that's the case, you know how I am with it. That word is so.
It's big.
2021, 2022. That's my favorite word. Accountability. I love that word.
Yeah.
Because I'm holding myself accountable, but also I'm holding the people around me accountable.
Right. And
you know what I'm saying? So. Be responsible, people. For real.
Well, that's part of being a king. Like I said, I understand how queens are, but the main thing about being a king is we gotta be held accountable as kings. And then the queens gotta be held accountable too. I'm with you on that.
Yes, indeed.
But we gotta be held accountable because it seems like it's just me. I know it ain't just me, but it seems like the king's being looked at by everybody. Everybody in the world, everybody. The king's always being looked at. That's why we always held at a higher standard for accountability, Ken. I hate to say it, much as I hate to say it, but that's the real talk of it.
It is what it
We held
is.
at a high level. We at a high level for accountability compared to some other people's accountability because we kings. You get what I'm saying? So
The
go ahead.
The crazy thing of you saying that, big bro. Have you ever played chess before?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love chess. I've played chess. Yeah. Very
And
mindful.
then check this out.
Strategy.
Even on the chessboard,
okay,
the king only gets to move one time. He just moves one space.
That's right.
The queen gets to go where the fuck she want to go.
Hey, you know what? That's a good point. And the thing about it, but that's a good point. And the thing about it, the king can get caught up in checkmate where the queen can't. So, and that's why I tell you, we got to watch every step. That's why we only get one step at a time. We got to watch every step because we're being looked at. Every other piece gets to move the way they want to, except the king. Yeah. But that's just because we're being looked at, really held accountable, So, being a king and stuff. So, which in today's time, it's really tough because you got so much. Like I said, the world's one big camera, and we've held at such a big stand. And you got, like I said, social media. And you just have to really just carry yourself, the way you're supposed to as kings, and it's not easy. I'll be the first person to tell you, it's not easy holding yourself as a king, holding yourself accountable. It's a daily process that you're steadily growing. You're growing to be better each day, being a king, And I'll say it to the queens. I know it's hard for the queens too. It's hard for them to.
Very much so.
Yeah, I know it is. I know it's hard for them, and we give them a hard time too. That's like I put a little meat. I got to talk about this because we give them a hard time. I know we do because I put the meat on my page.
Y'all gotta put up with our shit. Woo.
Right. But I put that meme up on James. James and Elle have been together 70 years, but she's put up with 50. She's put up with 50 years of his bullshit. That's what it said. 70 years. So they do. They put up with a lot of our stuff,
especially when we sick.
Yeah,
we are the biggest babies when we sick.
Oh yeah.
My wife can be sick. I'm like, girl, get over it. You're a mom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As soon as I get I can get a cough, and I feel like a big baby, big bro.
Like a baby. Oh my God.
So they gotta put up with our stuff. So
yeah, they do, man. But I just think to reiterate a little bit on accountability, I just think accountability is big, and we all are work in progress in accountability. So hopefully we all can get better from it and just try to grow from it each and every day and be better for it. So I know I'm a work in progress with it. So, but what was I getting ready to say too? There's maybe one more here I got because what is it at here? Well, I'm gonna go and put this because this is what I want to talk about. I just want to talk about this, but really it's just a saying that that I thought about here the other day, and I want to talk about in my podcast, but how it really is and how we take it for granted. I'm going to put it on her. I think it's just here it is. Now read that. That's deep.
Here today, gone tomorrow. Ooh,
then I got which is money, love, and life. Money can be here today, gone tomorrow. Love can be here today, gone tomorrow.
Life don't say it. Don't say it.
Tomorrow. Oh, yeah. See, this is what I want to talk about. And people, we take, I ain't gonna say we take it for granted, but we don't. What can I say? What some people do. Some people
hey, keep the same energy because people. I'm one of them. I'm one of them that took love, life, and money for granted. Listen, because I'm thinking, we work at UPS.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We do the comedy, the comedy thing, and money comes to us so quickly. It's like, it is what it is. When it comes to love, we're so genuine in who we are. Love comes naturally. You know what I'm saying? And then life, we live it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, we live it to the fullest at times. And the thing about it is, like I said, breathing, seeing, touching, tasting. We take these things for granted because we think, that's a part of life. That's standard.
Yeah, and it'll be there tomorrow.
And I have a family member that's in a wheelchair right now. You know what I'm saying? He can't move his leg.
Okay.
With me, I take it on. I'm like, oh my God, I thank God every day with my legs.
Right.
There are certain people out here that can't see anything. I thank
Right.
God every day that I can see. So
Exactly.
the little things amaze me. So I think, we can't take that for granted. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take it one day at a time and keep it moving.
And you're exactly right. And that's what we can't, because we, like I said, money we take for granted. We think I always have money. Love, we really take love for granted.
Oh man.
Times we do. We really abuse love. We abuse that word so much. It's just, oh my God. And life too, life in general too. We abuse that because thinking there's always tomorrow and it might not be a tomorrow. So
that part.
We abuse all three of them, and we really do. And then I wanted to put it out there because as people, we got to do better there too on all three of them. Money, love, and life. Because like I said, it's here today, gone tomorrow, and you don't realize how quick that can go. But they real three important things, and that we've got to work on better. I just know that I take all three of them. I guess I got to put life first, and then love and money, because you got to have life in order to love somebody, in order to life and have love. Yeah, that's the best. That's one way I can put it. You got to have life first and foremost, and don't take that for granted. Then love, then money, and also too, health is wealth. I didn't put health in there, but it's part of life. Wealth is wealth. A lot of times people don't realize
health is wealth. We don't take
our health seriously. Especially if you're anywhere 40 or over, and you start feeling some type of way, and you need to be going to the doctor, but you just keep on putting it to the side until next thing you know, you're going to the doctor in an ambulance. But that's your fault because you didn't heed to the warning sign. So
especially if you're a man.
Man, if I was going to say as men, yeah.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, for some odd reason, we as men, I don't know, man. We very pushed off when it comes to going to the hospital, and I was like it. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. I was like that, but I'd rather know as a man, as a human being. I'd rather know than not know.
Right, exactly.
And a lot of us just don't want to know it. Diabetes, cancer, whatever it may be, these things are critical. And there's certain ways to get rid of those diseases to the body. And yet we rather not even know about it. Right. Back hurting, your stomach hurting, your leg hurting. Go to the fudging doctor.
Right.
Yeah, real talk, man.
Well, a lot of times we
being stubborn. That was the word. That was the word I was looking for. Stubborn. Right, we are very stubborn. There we go.
Yeah, because all we think about is we got to make sure we take care of our household, and we care less about our health. We can't let our health go to the side. But you can't take care of the household unless you have your health right. So
provider,
right? Provider.
That's what we
think about. Right.
As men, we are providers, right, y'all? Right. Now check this out, fellas. When it comes to providing, listen to the word. In the entirety of the word provider, you have to provide. That's everything. That's not just financially. That's not just happiness. That's health. Like Big Bro said, wealth. All of these things you have to provide. So provide your ass to the doctor to make sure you're okay.
That's right.
To make sure your family's all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all.
And it is important. And it's also when I speak about health, I also want to put mental health in there, because a lot of us, man, we don't even know we be having mental health problems till somebody tells us we go to the doctor. And that's real big now. A lot of times we thinking, oh, I'm all right, I'm all right. Next thing you know, you're like, well, man, maybe I do need to go talk to somebody. You got a mental health
problem. So used to trauma.
We're so used to just taking it all in and keeping it inside, bottled in, and dealing with it.
We got to be strong.
Yeah, we got to be strong and
hold. Got to be strong. Oh,
yeah. Man. And that builds when you hold stuff in like that for a long time, that builds up a lot of stuff mentally in your head to where, you start thinking all type of ways because you done held so much stuff inside you all the way around through the body. You automatically, your mental health starts to kick in. Your mental health lights on like, hey, Kenny, hey, you know what I'm saying? So
yes,
how do you address it and handle it though at that point though? But it kicks in on a lot of us, and a lot of us don't even know it. It's people right now walking out in America, Kenny, that got mental health problems and don't even know it. Some do and don't care for whatever reason, but they're out there, and just so. But that's something too that we got to work on as men and the women too. Our mental health. Got to work on our
mental health. I thought I was the Hulk, y'all. I thought I was the Hulk at one time. Strength wasn't nothing. I was the big guy of the group. I've always been the bigger guy of any setting, But the mental, I don't care how strong, I don't care how tall, I don't care how long you are. When it comes to mental health, your mental can break you down so quick.
Oh yeah.
I overthink so many times.
Oh yeah.
I overthink. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking the worst, especially when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I done got better at it, but it's still a work in progress. But when I tell you, your mental will tell you the worst thing, the negative stuff, I think it. You know what I'm saying? The most poisonous thing that when it comes to any kind of relationship, I've thought it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we have to get our mental together. Going to the gym is amazing. Changing your diet up and getting your body right is awesome. Thank y'all for doing so. But if you have to do it 360, you have to do it full circle. And mental is like the number one for me. Because even when I was losing weight, if I didn't change my mental state up, I would still think that I could eat all of the bullshit that I was eating at first.
Right.
That's not the thing, We can't make it a thing, big bro.
No,
and
we can't.
So that mental, man, I think for me, besides being spiritual, mental is like right there. Like spirituality, mental, like that goes hand in hand to me.
Yeah, it does.
Way before physical anything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. I gotta shoot this to you because I know sometimes I think like this, and I'm sure I ain't the only one in this world think like this. And I'm ready to test you and see if you think like this too. You ever have it where everything's fine with your family, everything's great with your kids, everything's great with your house, everything's fine, but somewhere in the back of your head, you like, damn, I'm waiting on something to happen bad.
Oh, you come on, man. Listen.
Is it just me? You get what I'm saying? Now, I thought about to the podcast because
this happened a year ago. And listen, y'all. When you think that what a man shall think, it should become.
Right.
Because last year around like January. I was getting blessed upon blessings. Blessings was just pouring upon my life.
Right.
And it's in the beginning stages of January. Okay. And I kept asking God, I was like, why are you blessing me? Where's the bull stuff? Because I'm so used to toxic. I'm so like the word toxic has been like it's been normalized here lately.
Right.
I've been hearing that word a lot, And so when it comes to being toxic, I'm like, oh my God, where is the toxicness? Where is the toxicness in my life, God? Because it's too many blessings. And God kept on saying, are you sure you want some bull stuff? And I'm like, yes. Where is it? I'm used to it. Where's the bull stuff? And long story short, big bro, my sister passed.
Right.
Probably like a week after I even asked that question.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't want to think negative anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to think negative anymore because if you ask, you shall receive, and I received it.
Right. And you know what?
And that was the last time I asked for that stuff. I'm like, no.
Right. Yeah,
but I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I gotta stop thinking like it because I'm trying to curb tail that, okay? Because excuse me, if everything's going smooth, I need to embrace the smoothness and not think about some badness. And that's what I'm
Yeah.
not. I need to keep embracing the smoothness and keeping my faith, because but it's just always that one little think back in the back
Right
of your
there.
mind.
It's
You know what I'm saying,
for
right?
what? Why?
Right.
Why
Yeah.
though, big bro?
One. Yeah, that's all it is, just one. So, and it's people, and
Mm.
at the end of the day, like I told you before, I've said this to you before, we're only human, we're human beings. We're people, but at the end of the day, we're human beings and we're only human. So we're going to make some mistakes and we're going to go through some things. It's all about how we handle it. Like my father said, it's how you handle it and approach it. If you handle and approach it the way it's supposed to be, you'll be fine. It's just how you handle and approach it. And we all going to face that big mountain every now and then. It's hard to get over, but you just got to face it and get through it, So, but like I said, I just know mental health is really big here in 2022. And it's steadily growing, and we need to help people as much as we can. There's a lot of people out there need help with this mental health. So I try to help anybody that need mental health and tell them where to go and try to get some help because I know how important that is. And any one of us can be in the same situation. And you got, like I said, my heart has always went out to the veterans who are back here with PTSD and still going through things. And they sit here, and we got a lot of homeless vets. You got vets that's got mental health problems and all that too. So, but mental health is just tough. It is one we always trying to get better from, and we're trying to grow and be better from. So, and try to help those who do have mental health, and try not to look at those who do have mental health differently. That's what's the matter with too. A lot of us Americans, those who have mental health, we look at them sometimes. Even in America, treats them differently too. Sometimes, which not. This is not. I mean, we got to do better on that more than anything too. So, but for sure. And I want to talk about this. I didn't even put it on. I'm gonna go and put it on here then.
Before you move on, y'all, check this out. Here today, gone tomorrow. We're talking about money, life, love, right?
That's it.
Just as much as it can be here today and gone tomorrow. I want y'all to make as much money as y'all can to provide your family.
That's right.
I want y'all to make sure that y'all love yourself first. Love yourself first, then love others, and then live life. And, and that's all I wanted to say. Then you go on, big bro. That's all I wanted to say.
But now you're right though, and like I said, mental health is really big and it's important. Now this next time I'm going to put up, this next one I'm going to put up, I think it helps mental health in some cases.
Boy, you look like
and it helps other people too. Who do I look like? Go ahead and say it.
You like Joe Budden, boy. You like Joe Budden.
Joe Rogan.
Pumping up.
But you know what? It does, man. I think we got. Well, let me go and put this up. Let me put it on here. And this is one of the last one I want to talk about. But I thought about it today. 420. Yeah, I said it.
You said what you said. You heard me. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. But before we get into it, let me just say this. If you don't know what 420 is, I don't know what rock you've been living under for the past 100 years, but you need to come from underneath that rock, okay? So if you don't know what 420 is, that's a problem. Now, with that said,
smoking.
Yeah, but 420 has always been a big day here. It goes, it's a lot of history on it and everything. And it started a long time ago with some people started smoking on that date or whatever, and then it's got bigger and bigger. I didn't want to go into the history of it, but long story short, 420 is getting bigger and bigger because there's so many people that need medical marijuana to help them survive and live out here. So that's why I feel like 420 is a good holiday, not a bad holiday. Well, I don't even want to call it a holiday, but I do, for what it's worth.
It's a holiday.
But it is. But
it's like a holiday.
Helping people, and kids and people and young men, young women who may be, have a disease, whatever, that calms them down. They're shaking all the time or whatever, and medical marijuana helps them. And it's something they're trying to pass here in Kentucky anyway. Medical marijuana. They're really working hard on doing that as I speak right now. So, but go ahead and elaborate on 420 because I got a lot more to say about that too. Because I just
420 is the most amazing day. It's the holiday. That's the only holiday of the year that I celebrate voluntarily. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was probably 17, 18 when I heard of this holiday. I was like, what is 420? Everybody was raving about it. And I found out quickly what 420 meant. And like I said, ever since I was 18, and man, y'all, I'm 35 years old right now, y'all. So 30, it's been that long. Almost 20 years now.
Right.
That I've been knowing about this holiday, and it's the most amazing, like I said, especially if you're around a bunch of people that love you and encourage you to keep on 420. And I don't want to go into if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not going to elaborate on like Big Bro said, the history of 420. But best believe I indulge. Let's just say that I indulge with family and friends, and we have a good time on that day. So if you don't know what 420 is, it's January, February, March, April,
4,
and then the 20th of that month. There we go.
Which is really April the 20th, if you want to just put it, be significant about it. So, but with that said, though, it's been around. There's a lot of history with it, and a lot of people celebrate. A lot of people know what it is and what it stands for. So, but like I said, it's still even more. What can I say? More open, because, like I said, medical marijuana is so big now. It's really big. Marijuana is really a big thing now. When it's helping heal people. And you have to look at it a little differently, So this is something that's grown from the earth. So, and it's helping people. So, and if you want to help people, that's a good thing, But there's a lot of history with 420, and it's been around. It's going to continue to be around. And I just think it's something that they still working on some things with medical marijuana. But hopefully, they can get a lot of medical marijuana legalized. And so it can help more patients and help more people out that need that to help them survive whatever condition they have. So, but 420 is big. 420 is big, and it's a good.
Oh yeah.
So with that said, man, shoot, it's been real. I guess we're gonna get out of here. I want to just maybe put your handle out there, tell the people how they can get in contact with you and how to follow you or go to your page or whatever, and all that good stuff.
Oh, you already know it.
I just want to say this real quick. Make sure you subscribe to the Big Ed Light Skin Comedian Podcast. Subscribe. All right, go ahead.
You already know it's your boy, Big Kitty, never been skinny. You can see me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, same name. NEVABEN, never been skinny. Podcast with me and my wife. We got married we're doing big things. June 4th, he don't want to let everybody know it. I say what I want to say, you feel me?
That's right.
June 4th, we coming with another banger. If you wasn't there March 19th, you stupid as hell. Because when I tell you June 4th is going to be packed, people go, listen, if you don't get there on time, you're going to be standing your ass up. I promise you. You hear me? You're going to be standing up because you're going to come. You're going to still come. But you're going to be standing up and you ain't going to have a seat. Get your ass there because we're going to have a good time. You already know how we do it, big bro.
Yeah,
let's get it. Let's go. And my slogan is love yourself, love your family, and love each other.
That's it. But you know what? I want to elaborate a little more on June 4th and I appreciate that, because it's going to be banging. And the thing about it, I've been doing these shows every 3 months and it just seems like people love to come out and have a good time and laugh and enjoy each other. And that's what I'm about. You're going to come out there, you're going to have a good time, you're going to enjoy yourself. Now, I will advise you to get there a little early because it's going to be crowded. And we're going to bring the funny to you. Because when you leave there, whatever problems you have, you're going to forget all about them because your soul going to feel
forget all of them.
You're going to be good. Right. You're going to be all in there. And like I said, I got some great comedians going to perform for you that night, female and male. Got to take care of my
diverse. Hey, it's a diverse cast.
Got to take care of y'all. So come out there and enjoy us and watch yours truly host. I love hosting and bringing these great comedians up to entertain y'all because that's what it's about. It's about y'all enjoying what's going on stage. And I got to keep y'all focused on what's going on stage. So come out there June 4th at 21st Amendment on 1481 South Shelby Street here in Louisville, Kentucky. Come. We got $10 advance tickets, $15 a door. But I promise you, you better get your advance ticket because we're going to have anywhere from 100 to 200 people there. So you better come. Get the advance ticket. Otherwise, you have to pay at the door and hopefully you get in then. So that's what I'm about. I'm about putting these comedians out there so everybody can hear and feel what they got to say and they can laugh. And that's what's up. So make sure you come out there. Check it out. June 4th, Big Head Light Skin Comedian and Friends Comedy Showcase. It's going down. And it starts at 9 o'clock. Doors open up at 8. So please come, get your tickets or whatever. And if nothing else, too, make sure you keep subscribing to this podcast. I know I keep saying it, but I got to let y'all know.
Subscribe.
Because that's why
today, now. Don't wait. Do that shit now.
Like, and also make sure you go subscribe and watch his podcast, Marriage, too. That Kenny's got, him and his wife got going called Marriage. Go and support that and check it out or whatever too. I don't know if he's on YouTube. Maybe he's working on that, and you can start subscribing to his stuff too. So, but main thing is, like I said, you want to enjoy yourself, enjoy life. So keep subscribing to me. Keep enjoying life. The next podcast is May 14th. I think it's the week after Derby. I think it's the week after, it's Saturday after the Derby, May 14th. It's my next podcast. Make sure y'all tune in. I'll be right here. It's every second Saturday of the month, right here, 8 o'clock. I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight, showing love for me and my comedian friend here, Big Kenny, Never Been Skinny. Also, let me put this out there. We got a new comedy club here in Louisville Comedy Club. And I went down to check it out. It's a nice room. It's a nice setting. We need to support that, get behind that and support that too, Louisville. I'm going to try to get down there and support it and even do some stage time. Just wanted to put them on the map a little bit, give them a little love. And let's just keep supporting comedy around here and keep supporting comedy in Louisville and keep supporting what we're doing. With that said, you got anything else, Kenny? Never Been Skinny? You got anything before I get out of here?
Not at all. Just you already know.
Man, I appreciate having you as a guest, man. Like I said it always. I appreciate you.
Best believe it.
Always, man. If y'all don't do nothing else and do this, if you don't do nothing else, like we was talking about earlier, here's my slogan. I'm trying to hold on to the slogan for a minute because it's so deep and you have to understand it when I say it. Here today, gone tomorrow. Life, love, and money. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Love yourself and love God. I'm the Big Head Light Skin Comedian. Keep tuning into Big Head Light Skin Comedian podcast. Y'all have a great Saturday night. Thanks, Kenny. Never Been Skinny. You know I love you, man.
Hey, man, thank you. Hey, thank you, big brother.
And wait till we have the next show. So make sure y'all tune in June 4th in the next show.
Yes, don't miss it.
It's gonna be a banger.
I'll be square.
It's really gonna be lit. And everybody knows how I do my shows. They lit. So make sure you tune in to it and also keep supporting local comedy here. Keep supporting comedy period here in Louisville. Keep supporting comedians. That's what it's about. Even though I know some comedians don't like each other, but we don't get into that's a whole nother topic. But keep supporting comedians because we need the love.
Yes.
Okay? So keep supporting comedians and keep being who you are. I appreciate all the love you get in my podcast. I appreciate all the love you're doing. The one and only Big Head Light Skin Podcast. I see y'all May 14th. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Head Light Skin Podcast. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. All right, Kenny, Never Been Skinny. You take care of her, King. Much love to you.
All right, bro. You do the same, King.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll talk to you.
Yes, sir.
All right. It's been real.
All right, one.